Long COVID is a term that's been making waves since the pandemic began. Many people who were infected with the SARS-CoV-2 virus continue to experience symptoms long after the infection itself has cleared. But the debate around its causes has been intense, with some focusing purely on the biological aspects, while others argue for a more holistic view that includes psychological factors.
The symptoms of long COVID can be debilitating. Fatigue, brain fog, and cognitive issues are commonly reported. What's surprising, though, is that these symptoms can appear even in people who had mild or no symptoms during their initial infection. This has led to a great deal of confusion and fear, with many patients struggling to return to their normal lives.
Now the question becomes, what's really causing long COVID? Is it purely a biological response from the body, or could mental health also play a significant role? Here's where things get controversial. While it's clear that physical symptoms are present, some experts argue that the psychological impact of the pandemic, including stress, fear, and trauma, might be amplifying these symptoms. But this idea is often rejected, as many people don't want their illness to be viewed as just in their head.
However, it's important to understand that the mind and body are deeply connected. In medicine, this is known as the biopsychosocial model, which recognizes that physical, psychological, and social factors all contribute to health and disease. Ignoring any one of these factors can mean missing a piece of the puzzle. For example, after severe cases of COVID-19, there may be physical damage to the body, but that doesn't mean psychological factors like stress aren't also playing a part in how these symptoms are experienced and prolonged. So why is there so much pushback against the idea that psychological factors might be involved? For one, no one wants to feel like they're being dismissed or not taken seriously. There's also a long history of stigma around mental health, and people worry that acknowledging a psychological element could reduce the seriousness with which their physical symptoms are treated. But addressing mental health is not about downplaying physical symptoms, it's about treating the whole person.
Interestingly, studies have shown that expectations can shape how we experience illness. If someone believes they're likely to experience long-term symptoms, this belief might actually influence how their body responds. This isn't to say long COVID isn't real, far from it. But it does highlight the importance of looking at the full picture: physical, mental, and social. As the debate continues, one thing remains clear. There's still much we don't know about long COVID. The challenge for the medical community is to approach it with both caution and openness, keeping in mind that no single factor can fully explain or treat this complex condition. Ultimately, we need to ensure that all patients are heard and supported, whether their symptoms stem from biological causes, psychological stress, or a combination of both. Because at the end of the day, the goal is the same: helping people recover and regain their quality of life.